Hello everyone, this is the Super Wig Maker, and today I'm making another video of another order out of the many orders that I have until the end of 2015. And this is for Myra. She wants a full lace wig as far as I know, as far as I remember from the mail. I still expect her to reply to me with an answer on details. And what I have here is that she sent 3 bundles of hair. 2 of them are 12 inches and one of them is 14. I also have her head mold, which didn't fit perfectly on the dude, but I just stuffed it up here, as you can see, because not everyone has an average head. And I'm gonna make the wig cap now. So I made the wig cap, and I have a couple of thread here to remember exactly where it goes. And the lady has actually made a change in the order, which is okay because, you know, it's a smaller order now. She doesn't want this to be full lace wig. She wants this to be a lace front top, but she wants the top to be like super, like 8 inches past her crown. And it's possible. It's like 100% possible. It's not going to be a problem. And of course, gonna go from, if this is the area that, let's pin down here. If this is the 8-inch mark over here, you realize that the wig is gonna have something like that. Like this area is gonna be like from here to here. It's gonna be ventilated, or something like that. The rest is gonna have wefts even in the side down here, and I'm gonna make a fold as well because that's what she wants. This area is gonna have like a weft everywhere, and the fold, and the top and the front part. This is Swiss lace. This is Korean lace. And it might seem like it has a lot of folds now, but they're the minimum fold that I could possibly make for this kind of cap construction. And also, she said that she made a mistake in the mold, and I have to say that this mold is one of the best molds that I had so far, construction wise. I don't know what this is, this thick thing that they use. I don't know where they get that and why a lot of people use that. You don't need that, guys. You need only cellophane wrap and tape. Don't use any weird materials that are so hard and stuff. She said that she didn't mark her edges very correctly. In the front, she said that she doesn't know if the hairline goes as far as she wanted it to go. And I can say that the average hairline that I have drawn here, you can see that this is like 2 backwards and this is a little frontwards. I am going to fill this area a little more, like I'm gonna bring it a little forward here, because she said that this is going a little backward than her own hairline, that she wanted this to go a little more forward. So I'm gonna make it a little bit like that, not too much, but a little bit like that. I hope it works for her. This is why I keep saying to everyone, take the time, make a correct mold. This is the first step. If you make a wrong thing in the first step, everything else is gonna work wrongly. So I just finished sewing the wefts in the back. I did it with the sewing machine, and because the wefts are kind of thick, they're double wefts. Sorry, they're not double wefts. They're single wefts, but they are quite thick, I can say. So I didn't want to make this too thick, and you can see how nice and thick the back is. Look how much hair it has. Like my ponytail for my whole head doesn't have that much hair. And this is just the back of the unit. It's like about half the unit, if I can say so. Yeah. And I only used one of the bundles only. You can see it's pretty thick in my opinion. It's okay, but if she doesn't like it, she will be able to sew in another weft here and there if she wants to, but I don't think she needs to put any more wefts in the back. It's already like too thick and it doesn't really show anything. You need to force it into the part to see something. And I only used one of the bundles, as I said, because it was enough. This hair is quite short, so it's quite wide as a weft. And now I have the 14-inch weft and the 12-inch weft. So here's what. I'm obviously going to use this on the ventilated area, but it also has a lot of fillers. So the useful hair is so much less than the overall hair. Like, it has a lot of fillers. So what I plan to do, since she sent all the hair for usage, what I plan to do is take this hair from here, cut it, remove all the super short strands, and do the same thing on equal of this one and blend the two, because you know this one still has a lot of long hair. Like this hair, for example, is usable. The rest is just fillers. So this way I'm keeping the length, but I'm discarding the super short strands, and at the same time I'm putting a little bit more of this as filler to that to make it more voluminous and make sure that I have enough hair, because I don't know if this is going to be enough, if the 14 inches hair is going to be enough for everything. So what I plan to do here is this. Let me first take out these two and show you something really fast. How I plan to make all the... I have a lot of garbage here. Okay. And let me just open this as well. So what I'm gonna do here now is that first of all I just straighten the hair because it's so much easier to work with it. What I'm gonna do is, let's say that I take two inches wide of this hair. Let me just cut it out. And anything that is shorter than about 10 inches is going to be discarded. So I'm going to discard that hair is too short, for example. I cannot use it. So I'm discarding all this hair. You can see it's too short to be used. And for now, I'm just discarding it. And I'm left with this. Then I'm gonna take from the smallest one. Remember that I took 2 inches from that. From the small one, I'm gonna take only 1 inch, and you'll see why. This is 1 inch, or about 1 inch. It doesn't have to be like too perfect. And discard everything shorter than 10 inches again. So it's that much hair. You can see that I can just pull it off and it just goes off like that. And now this hair, it's like half the volume of that hair, but it's long enough to be used on a unit. Look at the difference. There is a difference, 2 inch difference, but it has enough body to be ventilated. So now I'm just gonna blend these two like that. And it's practically like I just almost gave 50% more hair to work than this, which is the 14 inches. Because if I only take the long hair, it might not be enough. Now I have 50% more because I took the super long strands of this one, which are still shorter than that, still though long enough to be used for the unit, and I have enough hair to work for it. Okay, the ends are thin, of course, but what can you do? So I'm going to proceed like that. I'm going to be cutting a little bit, like 2 parts of that and 1 part of that, and mix the longest lengths. And yeah, I'm going to start ventilating in a moment and see how that goes. So I did pretty much everything. And the only thing left now is to make the high definition part in the front. The top is half definition, this is half definition, everything is half definition except the hairline, obviously. And yeah, do not judge my French braiding. This is actually cornrow, which is a fail because I couldn't make it tight enough. This is a tilted French braid. I've seen how they do that on some, you know, you can make a style by that or something, so it needs to be like tilted like that. And these are 2 normal French braids which totally failed. I really need to practice a little more on that subject because I know the theory, but my hands don't do it correctly. So yeah, I'm gonna proceed doing that, and then I'm gonna come back to you to show you the finished result before I bleach or do anything else, and then I'm gonna process furthermore the wig. And I finally finished it. Of course, it's the ventilation that is just finished, not everything else, because I need to bleach the knots, and bleaching the knots is very time consuming and laborious. Like, I need a couple of hours to do that, because I have to make it in parts in order to make sure that the hair is evenly bleached, the knots evenly bleached, because I don't want to have like one area over bleaching and another one still being too dark. So I have to make it in sections. I have so many ideas about tutorials and stuff, which I would love to be able to do, but I will never be able to do anything other than just finishing orders, because the orders take most of my time, if not all of it. This is the high definition. This in the back is the half definition, but it's not gonna be visible when I bleach the knots. Okay, so I'm gonna close the camera and come back to you with the finished result.